Hello, gorgeous. Christi here, President and CEO of Color Basis, where your image is our business. Crazy times we're in right now. Everybody's working online, and I want to help you be your very best so you can be confident and you can go in and nail these meetings. So I'm going to cover the top 5 issues that I see where people have with their online presentations. I'm going to go over lighting issues. I'm going to go over camera height angles and framing and background and sound. And I'm also going to cover some tips for hair, makeup, wardrobe, grooming techniques for both men and women. So buckle up, stay tuned, get your pen and pencil out so you can take some notes, and let's put this to work. Okay, we're going to jump right into this. Lighting, the number one issue that has to be just right for your best online presentation. Placement of your lighting is crucial. It has to be frontal. So frontal lighting meaning right in front of your face, pointing this way. So it should be directly behind your webcam so that your face is being illuminated from the front. The absolute worst possible lighting is just direct overhead lighting, whether it's household lighting, fluorescent lighting. You want to avoid at all costs lighting from overhead. So I'm just going to show you a little example of what I mean by that by turning off my LED light here. So now I've got my overhead lighting. I have a single overhead light, and whoa, you can see how dark it is. Of course, I'm in a darker room. Even if I was in a lighter room, it's terrible with shadowing, cratering under the eyes, the whole thing. So now let's fire on my lights. So now you can see what a difference lighting makes. So the ring light that I have that's dimmable is terrific. I got it off of Amazon. It was like 99 bucks. Got here in a day. Has a tripod on it, a gooseneck, so I can change the angle of it. Terrific for all social media posts and especially for your online sessions. So there are a couple of other lighting solutions that you can choose from as well. Let's say you don't want to go the LED ring light and you just need something quick in your house to make it work. Grab a lamp, like a bedside table lamp, something like that. So again, placement is everything. So you want it to be placed in front of you. So that means right behind your webcam where that front light is just washing across your face evenly. And you can try it with or without the lampshade to see which light is better on camera. Another lighting solution is a lighted mirror. These things work great for your on-camera appearance as well. Like this is one that we use, and this actually has a magnetic adapter. It comes off for like whenever you're doing your makeup or whatever, and then you put that on there and you can film your pieces directly off of that. It's Bluetooth, so you can controls right here as well. Guys, you can be the hero. You can buy this for your wife for her makeup and she'll absolutely love it. And then you can just sneak it away for your online presentations. It's a win-win. Worst case scenario, just use daylight coming through your window. The thing that I don't like about daylight is it's very inconsistent. One day it's going to be beautiful, the next day it's going to be too sunny, the next day it's going to be overcast. So you really have no control over daylight, although it is a beautiful light and is much better than overhead. Second most important thing on the list is proper angle and height of your webcam. So you want a good eye connection with your audience, and so what level your computer webcam is crucial for getting that right angle on your face and with your eye contact. So you want to raise up your camera or your computer to be where your angle is right about your webcam angle is right about your hairline, kind of mid between your eyebrows and above. You don't want to be too low, like when you're looking down. If your computer is down on your desk, you're looking down and everybody's face, gravity takes place. And it's not nearly as flattering as when you raise up and you get that perfect angle. So how do you get that perfect height and angle? There are a lot of ways that are really cheap. Check out my cool box. I got this box at Uline. It's one of our regular shipping boxes that we have for our online shipping. And you can use boxes, you can use baskets. At my house, I use a sewing kit. Anything that's gonna give you that proper lift and rise is going to be perfect for getting the right angle. But look how tall. I mean, most people would never imagine putting it up this high to get that proper angle, but you can see by looking here that it is the right angle. And I want to show you, if I take this box out of the way, the angle that it's going to give. Okay, so here I am. Nothing's changed with the lighting, anything else. I just dropped down my computer, took it off the box, and here's what you got. Sister's got some gravity issues. So immediately, I'm gonna lift this thing back up. Okay, now that I'm back on the box, we're gonna head into tip number 3, which is framing. So how tight you are in your shot can make a big difference in your overall appearance as well. Think TV news and how they have the one shot where it's just this nice tight crop. So you want a little bit of headroom like I've got here. You want some shoulder room, but not too much. And you want to be close to the camera, probably closer than most of you are comfortable with, but there's just something that is so much more inviting and better connection with being closer to someone as opposed to moving away. So I'm going to move my camera back and show you a further back shot, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I see so many people that frame their shots like this, and of course I've got a really plain solid wall here, so it's not like there's any background issue with here, because we're going to talk about background next. But the way you frame yourself makes a big difference in how your background is affected as well, and your overall posture. Because when you're back this far, most people want to lean back in their chair and kind of, swivel around. It's just habit. So when you pull yourself in closer and you sit up nice and tall, it gives your voice better sound and just helps your overall posture and energy for the session. So guys, how close up should you be? Again, head and shoulder. A good rule of thumb is think of a button-down shirt. You want to be 3 buttons down. So 1, 2, 3 button is a good height for you to have your crop. And ladies, just above the bust line is going to be the best for you. Now we are on to background. We're to the controversial background. You notice how simple and clean mine is? It's a no-brainer. There's nothing to it. The more simple you can keep your background, the better off you're going to be, and your message is going to be heard, not your wall's messages. So the last thing you want is people to be checking out all this stuff in your background going, oh, I didn't know he liked sailing. Oh, I didn't know she had been to Belize, or whatever, because they're not listening to you. They're checking out the details in your background. It's just human nature. So keep it super simple. And just a side note on the little background add-ons that you can do within the platforms. So those are fun, and they can also be really distracting. Okay, everybody knows you're not in space. So also whenever you move your head, sometimes there can be a halo of distortion that happens just in the resolution of the platform keeping up with your movement, and that in of itself can be distracting. You can also, if you're going to go that route to do a virtual background, you could do one that's just a solid background and your logo in either the top right or left corner. That is going to be some good branding for you, clean and simple, and keep you on your message. So now I'm all in this clean environment here. I'm going to show you an example of the difference that it makes on me not being the focal point when I'm in a more cluttered background. See what I mean? See how junky it looks back there? OMG. Yeah, this is the real world of what my office looks like. So anyway, now that we've got our problem solved with background, let's talk about sound. Sound is crucial. You're going to all this effort. You want your message to be heard. So the best way for your message to be heard clearly is to use a separate plug-in microphone, also known as a lavalier, and you can buy those for under 20 bucks. They work so easy. You can plug it into your computer, you can plug it into your phone, use it for your online sessions as well as your social media posts. So it's a great investment and one you should not ignore. Let's say you're not doing really much facilitating, you don't do social media, you don't want to buy the plug-in. Another sound alternative are the headphones. So headphones work great if you're attending a meeting. I wouldn't necessarily use them if you're facilitating a meeting. They're also the earbuds that we see all the time, and those work great too. Again, if you're going to be the facilitator in a meeting, I would make the small investment to get the exterior plug-in microphone. It just looks more professional. There's not white cords dangling from your face. It's just less distracting and can help your overall impact for your presentation. After all that talk about the importance of sound, now I just want you to listen to the difference that it makes and the impact of your having an exterior microphone plugged in for your presentation. So now I'm plugged in, got my audio. I'm going to unplug. So now I'm unplugged, same position, nothing has changed except I took this bad boy out, and see what a difference it makes? It's huge. So sound, again, is critical to your online presence. Wardrobe is one of the biggest mistakes that I see with online presentations. I know it's a crazy time and everybody jokes about the business mullet where you're all business on top and pajamas on the bottom, but you want to be as professional as you can from head to toe because it's a mental thing. You really are affected by the way you dress and how you present yourself to other people, even if you are in your home. So the best options are to do a collared button-down shirt, and just a light blue is the best no-brainer option. If you have a little bit of pattern to it, it's okay. This purple is as bright and kind of wild out there as you would ever want to go for a print and pattern. If you're facilitating a meeting, it's too busy. If you're attending, it's fine. You can also do a light layering piece like this zip over a pullover. What you want to avoid is just a plain solid white because it will reflect too much light back into the camera and mess with the iris. So avoid bright white, stick with your blues, pastels for your button downs, and unless you are facilitating a pretty formal event, you don't need a jacket or a tie at this time. Just a good, crisp, well-ironed shirt will work. Ladies, separates are a hot commodity right now for online presentations. So a collared blouse is going to give you the most professional, credible look. So you can wear nice bright colors like we have shown here. This is a great option of one that's a little bit more casual, but it still has a collar. And if you are wanting to go sans collar completely, then a wrap top can also make a great option as well. Notice all of these are solid. You want to look for bright, solid colors. If you are going to go the dress route, if you can find one with a really interesting neckline, then you don't have to wear a necklace, then that's going to make it that much easier. Just like the men, you want to avoid bright white because it messes with the iris when you're on camera. So stick with these solutions, keep your accessories small, your earrings should be medium in size, and avoid a large necklace. And that way your message will get heard and not your clothes. Now that we have your wardrobe figured out, I'm just going to give you a few basic grooming techniques that will also help to polish your overall image. So hair, you want to make sure, I know that nobody's been able to get haircuts, and thankfully now that's all changing, right? We can go get our haircuts again, but keep your hair clean. So that really reads on camera. And guys, if you normally shave, then you want to remain shaven for your online presentation. So you want your image to be consistent from your normal work image to the mid-COVID image so that when you go back to work, everything is cohesive. And ladies, same for you. If you normally wear makeup to work, you want to have makeup in your online presentations as well. And if you don't normally wear makeup to work, it'd be a good idea to use a little something just to make up for the light washing you out and exaggerating every little thing on camera. Eyeglasses, I get asked a lot of questions about optical. So you want to make sure that you have non-glare lenses. It's a coating that they can put on your lenses when you have your glasses made. And even with a non-glare coating, you're probably going to have some lighting reflection off of your glasses anyway, with it just being such a close distance from your lighting placement to where you're standing or sitting. It's amazing what a big difference little details can make. Wow, that was a lot of information. And to wrap things up, I'm going to give you a few more best practices that will help you put your best foot forward. So you want to, first and foremost, you've got to know your platform. So you need to know the technical ins and outs of your specific platform. And if you're invited to be a guest on somebody else's platform, always check into it before you enter into a meeting so you can kind of feel your way around and know the basics of that platform, so that especially if you're called on or if you're facilitating in a platform you're not familiar with, Nothing will mess up a presentation like fumbling around trying to figure out how to turn the camera off, on, where the mute button is, because every platform is different. So do yourself a favor and everyone watching you and know your platform. Also, you want to enter your meetings with your camera and mic off. So have your mic muted, your camera off, so that you're in control of that first view that everyone gets of you. Keep movement to a minimum. There is nothing that's more distracting than a lot of movement going on when you've got all the Brady Bunch squares going around and somebody's moving around, shuffling their papers or whatever. Immediately, everybody's eye goes to, so what are they doing? Oh, over there. If you need to get up and go to the restroom, it happens to all of us. That's fine. Just turn your camera off. We don't need to see you getting up, readjusting in your chair. If someone happens to enter the room, instead of the, there's no need for that. Just turn your camera off. And make sure you're muted as well. Also, you need to make sure that if you're not speaking, that your mic is always muted. Show respect for the facilitator so that the focus remains on that speaker. Of course, have your do not disturb sign put up and let family members and anyone in the house know when you have a call so that you can keep disturbances to a minimum. Silence your phone and turn off the notifications on your computer so that you don't get distracted whether you're giving a presentation or not, and then all of a sudden, oh, Mandy texted, oh, what does Jimmy say? Your eyes make such large movements on camera, and that's very distracting for other people as well. And last but not least, you want to make sure that you have your name entered in your settings correctly in your platform so that when your camera is off, that your name appears as you want it to. Now that I've given you the top 5 solutions for the biggest challenges in online meetings, you are ready to go with a new level of confidence that will have all of your peers wondering, what is going on with you? How are you looking so good? And then you could send them to us, color basis. No stinking pandemic is going to keep us from helping you look your absolute best. We are here for you. Please be there for us. Follow all of our social media. We're at Color Basis on every platform known to man. Subscribe to this channel. Give us a like. Comment on any other educational material you'd like for us to put out. Stay well, gorgeous. You got this.